white people are allowed Wi-Fi?
And her dad went all the way to Australia.
This is going to be the most exciting night of my life.
The next story I'd like to read is called The Collector of Fallen Skymonds, and it's by Max. And what I absolutely love about this story is the way in which it has such a powerfully atmospheric opening. Just listen to the way in which Max gets the story up and running. I mean, I tell you, if this wasn't a book in a library I was looking at, and I picked up the first paragraph, I really wouldn't want to read the whole novel. So here it is, Max's The Collector of Fallen Skymonds. The best time you should collect skymonds is when the sun is streaming down on the moist, soggy ground, when you can see their sparkle and glint. The worst time is when the rain is pelting down like hail, but this was the day the skymond collector had to be out searching the wet, muddy ground. He was ready to dive as soon as he saw any type of glint or sparkle of fallen skymonds. The skymond collector was having a bad day. He searched like a hawk, ready to dive at any moment, but there was nothing, not even a shard or a splinter. His armor was soaked and muddy. He just wanted to leave and fly up to his house, but he had to get a few skymonds. It was his living, apart from being an assassin. The only thing he found, though, was a bottle cap. That's it, he said to himself. He was almost out of fuel and he had to go to his house. As he flew higher and higher, an emergency alarm went off in his helmet. He checked his fuel, but it was fine. Then he turned around to see someone he hadn't seen for many years. Spanner cat. That's a cat mixed with a spanner. Yeah, I know, it's hard to imagine. Was holding a gun. "Hello," said the skymond collector. But Spanner Cat didn't move. All he did was press the trigger of his gun. It blasted out a green laser, just missing the skymond collector by an inch. He flew back, grabbing his 2 laser pistols and pointed them both at Spanner Cat, but he'd forgotten to load them earlier after blasting them out in rage for not finding any skymonds. He was just about to physically fight Spanner Cat, but he couldn't, as he'd only just got enough fuel to get home, and he had to get out of there. He started to fly at speed to his hidden workshop. He flew and flew while watching his fuel get lower and lower. "Almost there," he said to himself. He flew past a sign that instantly exploded. This must have been Spanner Cat reminding him that he was there. For the second time, an alarm went off in his helmet. He turned around expecting to see Spanner Cat aiming at him again, but it disappeared. By the way, there are 2 kinds of alarm, none 2 in the collector's helmet, when he's getting aimed at and when he's just about to run out of fuel. "Damn it," he said as he started to fall from the sky. Flying down at speed, he got closer and closer to the ground, but before he hit it, he stopped in midair. He looked up to see what had stopped him, and it was Spanner Cat. But this time he wasn't trying to kill the skymond collector. He was just looking at him. The skymond collector didn't know if he was happy or sad or angry. As he got dark glasses covering his eyes, he looked emotionless. But then he designed him to be. After all, the skymond collector was his creator. So there you have it, an absolute intriguing opening. And it's a really powerful story. It's too long to read right now, but again, I hope that you have a look at it in the book, and I think you'd be as impressed as I was.
I'm Alexander McCall Smith, and I'm reading The Earth Alien by Cara A. The Earth Alien by Cara A. I gasped for air as I woke in my bed. I was dreaming that I had to visit the aliens down on Earth. Today was a very special day because it was my 12th birthday, and on Irdon, when you turn 12, you get to visit Supreme Leader Sloth. Naturally, I was so excited. You either have the best birthday or be sent down to Earth on a mission to investigate and find out more about the aliens there. However, I knew I would have the best birthday ever. I walked towards the Supreme Leader, who was sitting on his throne. The suspense was killing me as I reached him. "You will be sent down to Earth immediately," he shouted. "Pack your bags and be at the church in an hour. Goodbye." The metal door slammed behind me, and I wandered home slowly. As I packed my bags and headed to the church, thoughts whizzed through my head as I sauntered down the road. I reached Supreme Leader Sloth, and he talked me through what was going to happen. He told me that I was going in a rocket down to Earth, but I couldn't concentrate on what else he was saying because I was so nervous. So I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing on Earth. Sitting on the rocket, I was feeling really nervous. My palms were sweaty and moist, and my seatbelt felt like a swarm of bees wrapping tightly round me. I started talking to the other 12-year-olds on the flight. The others told me how nervous they were about their mission to find out some of the medicines used on Earth. We landed on Earth in our hypersonic ship. Stepping out onto the planet, the first thing we noticed was that there were no floating houses made of sweets. The air was fresh, and there were no more slime balls. Instead, they had fluffy things with rope attached to them, walking on what looked like a bunch of tiny green needles. Everything was so different. Along with the other 12-year-olds, I walked through the park. Some people went off on their missions, but I didn't know what to do. One of the children came up to me and spoke. "My name is Felix," he said. "Supreme Leader Sloth said you are my partner. Let me guess, you don't know what you're doing, do you?" "Not really, no," I said. "We're trying hard to find what people on Earth call pizza," Felix said. "Pizza? I've heard that word before, but I don't know what it means," I shouted. Then Felix walked me through the plan. He said we needed to head to a restaurant called a pizza plaza. Boring is the word I would use to describe the walk to the restaurant. However, we reached it. The restaurant's name, Pizza Plaza, was lit up with bright lights. Its door squeaked as we entered. We were seated at a table, were handed a menu, and looked for the word pizza. It was all over the menu, so I decided to order a margarita pizza. I was excited. Never before had I been so happy. The pizza came, and I was astonished. I was about to take a bite. Then the waiter approached me and asked if I wanted salt, pepper, or cheese, but I said no and tucked in. The food was immaculate. I had never tasted anything like it. I immediately called Supreme Leader Sloth and told him how good the pizza was, and he said he would make his way to Earth. The waiter came, and we asked for the bill. We handed him some skymonds, but he said he really wanted pounds, but he let us off because he thought skymonds were very rare. Supreme Leader Sloth came, and he also thought the pizza was amazing. So we asked for the recipe and headed to the shop. We bought all the ingredients and went back to Irdon and made pizza. Everyone loved it. We found out you can put different toppings on pizza, but the best was pineapple and ham. I guess my trip to Earth was for a good purpose. Nevertheless, I still don't want to go back. What about you? Would you like to go to a different planet?
Unacceptable by Libby M. Everyone knows Irdonians are 12 feet tall, extremely skinny, have neon green eyes and blue skin. And that's just what I am. Hi! My name is Iron, and I'm going to tell you about my life. I live on Irdon, in Liquid's Edge, and work as a customizer. I design people's feet hovers because the ones people are born with, they don't always like. I make a lot of skymonds doing what I do. I make 1 billion skymonds per hour, because it costs so many skymonds for all of the tools. The houses aren't too expensive. I have a big house which has to fit 14 Irdonians in it. I have 9 bedrooms. God, were the kids fighting over who was going to have their own bedroom when we moved in. I've just woken up and now it is time to go on with my day. It's time to get the kids ready for Ool and Ursery. Ool starts at 12:53 and Ursery starts at 1:13. Oh, it's 1:30 and the kids aren't at Ool and Ursery. They're so late. Oh, it's bad enough the kids being late. But now I get a phone call saying my cousins have been found out by the Echelop because they had a pet and they're now in Lage. This is getting worse and worse by the minute. Every day I have to pay a new fee to get them out of Lage. I'm getting really fed up. This is just unacceptable. The next morning. This is a new day now. There will hopefully not be any trips to the Echelop station. I just want to have a life where I don't have to take a daily trip there. It's just really annoying and tiring. I mean, they have to think about how they would feel if this was them. Anyway, let's just drag our minds out of this and get on with the day. Ding dong! It's Orlando. Since it's the weekend, I have to work today, but I am babysitting a few family members. Oh, I've just got a ding dong. They're 5 minutes away. What should I do? I was supposed to tidy away all the play objects before they came. I mean, the ones that they make a mess anyway. Oh, they're here, and my brother is in Lage with his kids once again. Right, that's it. We are moving. We need to find a different planet. This planet is too small to move even if a bit far away from them. Zolana, go fetch a map. Here it is. Thanks. OMG, this planet is perfect. It's not too small, it's not too big. As I said, it is perfect. Wait, what's it called? Earth, I think. The ink is a bit smudged. Let's get in the spaceship. Not so fast, we need to pack. Wow! Mum, where are we? This is Earth. It's beautiful! We were just arriving in the hire car and there was a beeping sound. The kids were all screaming. 12 kids screaming was not a nice sound. We stopped the hire car and asked the weird person why it was beeping. They towed our hire car to somewhere called the jail. They sat us down and they said, "You will have a sentence of 18 years in jail."